Sana, let's start.
Hello and good morning, everybody, and welcome to our first LinkedIn Live session. We're very excited and we're happy to share a story here along with a whole lot of other things. Vikram, can we move on? So I am Sana and I'm with Blue Breaks, and we'll be conducting this LinkedIn Live session for about 15 to 25 minutes every other Thursday. And this is our first session. Vikram. So we'll be covering a few things, maybe not all of them in every LinkedIn session, but this is broadly what we will be talking about. The first is market trends. So we'll mainly be talking about, the government regulations, what's happening across different industries, what is the user's perspective on it, how is AI influencing cybersecurity, and, what are the different trends that are emerging across different domains. We'll be discussing the fear of missing out and the joy of missing out on every level, from individual to team to your organization, and what does it really mean? How does it impact us, and how does it impact, our communities and teams that we are a part of? We will, okay, this is one thing that I'm very excited about. We will be bringing in some experts from across different domains. So we could get IT heads from fintechs and banks, healthcare. We could get, people from startups, and we'll be doing just a quick round of questions with them. So it'll be 5 questions in 5 to 7 minutes. We'll preferably want to discuss certain use cases with them, get their perspective and opinion on things, what is their take on how things are moving with respect to that particular use case or certain aspect. And, we'll be aiming at getting a 10-second quick security tip for all of us, and I'm hoping that over a period of time, we would have many people come in and discuss, and that would make it a really rich information and community. We'll also be sharing a demo, that is our D-Day. We'll be taking 1 or 2 features from our products and we'll be doing a quick demo of them. This is going to get a bit techy and dirty. So we'll be talking about how we made it, what is happening, what is it that we're trying to achieve, and how does it work. So this is going to be one part of our live sessions. And there will be frequent shout outs, sort of if we have any new feature updates, if we have any promotions, any training courses, any events that we are going to be a part of, any events that we are organizing, or any reports that are out there. So this will just be a quick shout out on, what's out there and what's new. Vikram?
Yeah.
And okay, this is another very interesting thing. We'll be taking a blog or a survey, and we'll be giving our review on it. So we'll break it down and we'll talk about what does it mean, how do we perceive it, what are they trying to tell, and we'll sort of discuss our take on it, and we encourage your comments and your feedback to let us know, what is it that you feel about it. So this will be more of a, I'm hoping, a healthy discussion. Starting with what is our opinion on it. And with me, we have Vikram Sareen, who is our co-founder. So Vikram has about over 22 years of experience in the cybersecurity domain. And he's got many patents with him. He has worked with over 120 BFSI enterprises, banks, enterprises, government bodies. And in fact, the one of the first products that he was a part of, was used by US Bill Clinton to sign the Digital Act. Vikram is, he loves to solve problems, he loves to ideate, and he loves to always, think out of the box and come up with solutions. He is also pursuing ethical hacking and cyber law and cyber forensics. So he's really the cyber security expert that you can go to. And I'll be handing it over to Vikram now to take it forward from here. Over to you, Vikram.
Yeah, thanks, Anna. I think we shouldn't put this slide. It just makes me a bit nervous because expectations get too high. Now, I'm just, I think my brief introduction would be I'm just that's somebody who's pursuing and passionate about cybersecurity. And I think safety and security should be part and parcel of how we live a secure life and a healthy life. And I think in digital world, that's what we are trying to solve. So I've been blessed that, all this has happened to me. And I'm hoping that in next, 5 to 10 years, we'll be continuing to, build more awesome stuff. So I think as Sana shared that, now I'm going to, take you through the journey of, what our story has been. And I think it starts with, a team. And we have managed to build an excellent team of young tech guys, supported by amazing, sales, marketing support, to ideate and to innovate, what our clients need. So we listen a lot to our clients, and then we go towards it. But story began a bit, quite a few years back. In 2014 is when we formalized Blue Bricks. And sometimes we do get asked question of what is meant by Blue Bricks? Why do you chose that name? The essence is blue. So we are inspired from Blue Ocean Strategy. I think most of us know about that. And then bricks are the foundation of how you build a house. And I think security definitely is one of the most fundamental and base foundation of whatever we try to do. So most of the time it becomes an afterthought because we go towards the features, but keeping our I would say scope of vision or purpose, we felt that Blue Bricks is a perfect name for us, what we want to do in security. We started with nothing, bootstrapped. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so had some money left over, so we pumped it in over here and then built something. And we were really thankful for first initial customers who came in and who helped us out with believing in us and giving us an opportunity to actually buy a new product that time. So I'm talking almost 6, 7 years back, but we really are grateful to those initial customers who took that risk and helped us to kind of explore the problems we're going to solve in a different way. And at the same time, we were able to commercialize it, with their help. So special thanks to clients who have been with us since 2014 and 15. And definitely, we are growing organically every each day. Our not just our team, but our product, but also our clients are growing. Now, if you say what exactly are we, not trying to make it like a sales pitch. So we are almost 7+ years. We are a very product-centric company. Unlike services, we mostly believe in products. Why product is because you are able to replicate, what you're doing, at a much larger scale. And secondly, you're able to solve complex problems over time. So if you start up a company today and 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, the kind of problems you'll be able to solve will be much more complex. So everybody has to go through that journey, through that maturity, through that learning. So in last 7 years, we have literally revamped our product, twice and made it much more better. So Ferrari, in 60s versus Ferrari now would be much different. So that's what we are. We are constantly reinventing ourselves and making our products better to solve more complex problems. And over time, we have almost 120+ projects is what we have executed, in last 7 years. So it's a kind of a match of what I have done earlier. 120 clients. Now it's 120 projects that we have done. And in terms of our presence, we are in Australia. That's where our HQ is. And then we have offices in Malaysia as well as in India. But we have, we have about 15 partners we work with very closely to solve, listen and solve the real world problems that are happening right now. Now let's, taking a little bit deep dive, like what exactly do we do, as Blue Bricks? So we are essentially looking at security. Now, if you look at the slide, 96% of world is dark and deep. So we don't have any idea. So CISOs, CIOs, they don't have any idea of what's exactly happening in 96% of the digital dark world that is today. Now, technologies, if you really look at the slide, it just says that there are two faces to every coin. So if I have a technology that can be used by a good person, a blue collar person, or a police, or defense, but the same technology can be used by a red which is the hacker or the criminal mind. So there's no right or wrong. It's user abuse, and that's what makes it legal or illegal, right? So we need to be very clear on how we look at technology and how we should be taking it, absorbing it. Now, what are we protecting? At the end of the day, any company is essentially protecting data. Now, data breaches are rampant right now because why? Hackers are able to get to the data. So can you make data protected, or can you make data useless by anonymizing, by masking, things like that, or encryption? Then second is the digital assets, like what exactly are you protecting? So it could be your web application, mobile application, your storage, all that kind of stuff that is there. Now, obviously, the new generation IoTs are coming in. You need to protect those. And then lastly is your reputation, because if anything goes bad, that's firstly coming back. So when you're looking as a management, when you're looking as a end user, or even a IT manager, these are the three essential things which actually play in the mind. And that's exactly what a customer is thinking: is my data protected? Is my access to that is protected? Everything is okay? And in the same way the company is thinking. So hackers are targeting everything because digitally, everything is connected, and they know that developers are building it, not security experts. So they will find some gap or the other, and they'll try to get in. And as soon as you put right systems in place, they shy away. They go to the next victim or client. Who is the easier target? It's not the cloud stack which you have, or the on-prem stack that you have built with physical and digital security, but it's mostly the user, people like you and me, who actually fall into the trap of people clicking on some link or replying to a phone call and giving away all the details, and that's where it starts. So we need to build something that is actually able to protect you, regardless whether the target is easy or not. So that makes it very, very hard for a CISO or CIO to decide what could be the right tech that actually helps you out. So with all that which I have just shared with you, the whole intention is that what is the purpose of our company? Purpose of our company is defined in one simple line. It's to empower multiple IT systems which you would have, not just one, which could be on-prem, cloud, hybrid, whichever configuration you're running with, and essentially embed multi-factor in place. So it could be an onboarding approach with multiple attributes like facial, OCR, liveliness, video call, things like that, and then going towards push notification, passwordless, adaptive authentication, all these different kind of things, certificates, single sign-on, all these different kind of things that you can do, and protect essentially individual systems, their services, their flows, as well as the user. That's the endpoint. And if you really break it down, it's empowering your applications, it's securing your users, it's reducing the cost, and lastly, increasing your ROI, return on investment. So that's the main purpose of what we do. So when we work with our clients, we don't work as a one project basis. We work with them for 3 or 5 years, where we say, okay, let's solve the problems as we go along, and let's not just solve it for one particular project or application, but let's solve it for multiple applications, because you're making that investment in the product which actually does that for you. Then what you need essentially is your regulation compliance, onboarding, identity verification, which is becoming the hype nowadays in last 6 months, 1 year. Then data security, encryption, masking, tokenization, signing, all these different things that you can do to data to protect. Then application security, now which could be either at a web or an app level. So API security, web app security, mobile security, multi-factor authentication, all these things. And then obviously user level, security, which is authentication, authorization, single sign-on, all these aspects coming in. So when you need all that, you need a product which actually addresses to that. And that's what Bluebricks does. We essentially help in fixing the application level, app identity, as well as data, security needs. And that's our core, focus. Now, what we have done is we have broken all this down essentially into, two products. So they are almost 5 to 6, almost 7 years old now. This is the first product of ours, which is called Axiom Protect. Axiom Protect essentially does everything. So you can think of user management through AD. You can think of OCR, of data, with masking or redacting, or you can think of certificate-based authentication for VPN or VDIs, or push notification for your corporate or retail large set of volume of customers. You can think of embedding security inside your mobile or internet banking for adaptive, or for multi-factor generation within your application, so it to leverage on your brand. So all these different kind of things that you can see is offered over here. So again, you can go and check out our website, which essentially talks about what we do. So it covers from authentication, authorization, non-repudiation, identity, and everything. ROI point of view, we have achieved excellent 90 to 95% cost saving with our clients. That's a separate discussion. I think we'll take it on in one of the LinkedIn lives. And you can see that all these different features from policies, groups, a radius, geofencing, device, endpoint security, signature OTP, and many, many more are actually offered over here. And the whole platform runs, on-prem. So the whole idea over here is that you need a platform that is going to help you with more coming in. So like passwordless, AML check, these are being added in. Then UMA, which is the new way which we are, bringing it out. So this is one of our first products that is, being kind of made a dent. We have a lot of deployments. We have a lot of clients for this. And the second product is what we call it as is Validate. So the name itself, Validate, essentially, shares that it's to do with validation or verification. So this is a product which is end-to-end system that is helping you to do your customer identity verification. So again, very quickly, running you through, what all feature it does. So it offers your end-to-end dashboard, multi-tenant. You can deploy it on-prem, on cloud. You can have agents. You can have multiple applications, mobile-based, web-based, light. You can control all the features that you want. So what this platform does is that it actually helps you with AI-driven, checks and scoring for facial, OCR, liveliness, all the different kind of things. And then you are able to analyze and detect whether the person is right or wrong. And then based on that, you onboard them. So Axiom as well as Validate, they work hand in hand to help you address the problem of, multiple, applications using the same platform for delivering, onboarding as well as, what do you call it? Multi-factors, over the period of time. And recently, if you look at it with ransomware and all that is going on, I think essentially data protection becomes very, very important. So redundancy and all that is not part of a product, but we take it ahead by redacting the data or masking the data, and that is also part and parcel of the product that we are building. Now, said that, these are the QR codes you can scan and go for it. If you want a demo, I think Sana can arrange a good demo. Myself, I can help you out with any technical questions. One last thing I want to highlight for Validate is that you can actually have a mobile-based self, not just mobile and web-based self-onboarding. And the second one is that if you want to do a KYB, which is for a business where you want to have a video call, for a high net worth or a business, director, then you can actually get onto a video call, and the video call also comes from your system. So again, it does facial, it does, many other things in the background to make sure that the identity is correct. So these are the two products of ours. And with this, I'm actually quite excited because our team has worked hard for, building a new product, which is what we call it as ready APIs. So ready APIs are essentially complex business logics, wrapped into very simple APIs. So you can do practically anything you can think of in onboarding or in multi-factor, or video connect, anything like that. You can actually do it by embedding this into your mobile or your web banking. So again, we have given a QR code over here. So what it does is that it actually helps you to try it out, play, and then you can build your own application without actually, having the burden of deploying it on-prem and all that. Now, the beautiful thing about ready APIs is, so I'll just quickly, walk you through with our new launch. So we are super excited. So it's being made live, today itself. So it's available for you guys to go ahead. So it essentially can help you to build any application which you want. It gives you the ability to be on-prem. So if you would like to have it on-prem or private cloud, or it's Dockerized, so it's much easier and faster and scalable to roll out. And you can choose what features do you want, where you want it, instead of being burdened by anything. And then obviously, it's a lot of AI ML which is being wrapped for you, which is ready for you, which is being proven. Now we are bringing it out, to embed it inside your mobile and web application. Again, you can scale up from 10 to 1,000 requests a second. That's fine with us. System is able to support that. Now, you can have a free trial. I already have an account. I think I was the first guy to do that. So over here, once you log in, you will be able to get to see, all the different APIs that are available over here. And then you can actually go ahead and, enjoy these specific APIs. So I will not get into details of that. So as you could see that there are almost, I think, 70 to 80 APIs which are available that you can enjoy. So you can build your own secure apps, you can build your own secure users, connect them with AD, use our absolute token, use our, Sonic KYC, which is one of our amazing mobile apps, or use the conventional Google token. You can have, fun with the, facial biometrics, handwritten signatures. We are the first one in the world to actually do this. And then, many features which are available for identity verification. And lastly, we also have what we call it as the video calling over here. Sorry. Yeah. So you can actually build your own web and mobile video call within your application and record it also for your future purpose. So again, this dashboard, you can control your APIs, what APIs do you want to give out, which application you want to give out. And you can also look at the history of, all the APIs that you have called. So you have track of it. It's a credit-based system, so you can go and enjoy it, based on this thing. So what we would like to share with you is that today, as we are launching it, so we are also giving out 5,000 credits, which are worth $250. It's free. You can just go to the URL, Ready APIs, open your free account. When you open your free account, you get 5,000 credits, which you can use over time and play as much as you can, use these APIs as much as you can. Yeah. So with this, I think, firstly, thanks for supporting us, for us to become 7-year-old and reach to this spot. And I think for us to, be able to help more clients, in due course of time and taking it ahead. So Sana, I'm not sure how I did on the time because I wasn't looking at it, but did we do okay?
Yes, we're just about there, Vikram.
Okay, awesome. And Sana, any
Thank you so
questions
much.
you want to throw if in case I've not covered it?
No, thank you so much for being here in our first live session with us. Thank you so much for hearing our story out. And we're looking forward to our next one, which will be one Thursday away from now. And thank you so much. Have a good
Yeah,
day.
thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye-bye.